It's over 9,000!
Welcome, Super Elite Warriors, to Final Forum, a podcast for the discussion of all things Dragon Ball. As we continue to scrape the desolate landscape left in ruin after the battle when last the show was broadcast, looking for any signs of your co-hosts. Please enjoy a recording salvaged from a scouter found among the debris. This was recorded when Jelli and Bekinney first met and is provided here for your listening pleasure as we strive to bring you your regularly scheduled episodes while your hosts remain missing among the rubble.
I don't care that it's my 5th recruit already this year. It's not my fault they keep dying. You send me someone who won't die every other week, and I'll make sure we keep searching.
Hello?
Hang on a second. Yes, can I help you?
I'm, looking for someone named Jelli? I don't want to be presumptuous, but given your appearance...
Yeah, I'll have to call you back, yeah. No, yeah, he'll probably die too. Yeah, no, okay. Hey, the man himself, or, well, the gelatinous thing. Good to meet you, recruit. Is it Bekinney? Something like that.
My name is Bekinney, sir.
Yes, Bekinney. Anyway, drop the sir stuff, for now at least.
Sorry. Just excited and ready to roll.
Good to hear, because as you can see here, we're going to be rolling a lot today.
Is this going to be like some sort of bad comedy sketch with awful puns?
Yes, we're going to have a lot of fun. As you can see, we've got a little team building game for us to help us before we get started on our mission. Today, we are going to unbox and play a game of Dragon Ball Z Clue.
I'm unfamiliar with this, being a denizen of space and not any particular planet.
Right. Clue is a classic board game. It is a mystery game. In the original Clue, a person is murdered, and you walk around or you roll and move around the board and try and figure out who gets murdered. Basically, the way you do so is you go into a room. There's 8 different rooms usually on a typical Clue board. You go into a room. It's like the library or the movie theater or the study or the solarium or something like that. And once you're in that room, you say, okay, I think this guy did it with this weapon in this room. And you ask one of the other players if they have one or more of the things you said on a card in their hand. They then show you one of them. Even if they have all 3, they might just pick one to show you. And your objective then is to scratch out the ones that are not the murderer / room / weapon and try and figure out which one it was. That's the typical game of Clue. I'm going to grab this box real quick and read the back of it. It says, Dragon Ball Z Clue, the time is now. In Clue, Dragon Ball Z, Goku and his allies must piece together the clues and hatch a plan to stop a hidden enemy from capturing one of the prized Dragon Balls. That's disappointing. I really thought this was going to be Yamcha as a crater.
The Mr. Body, if you will.
Yes. Taking on the roles of 6 of the most popular heroes from Dragon Ball Z, players will move around the game board representing locations around the world to determine which villain is about to find a Dragon Ball, who has the best chance to stop them, and where the battle will go down. So that's it. You're trying to figure out who's the evil villain and who is the person who's going to fight them and where they are going to fight. So let's crack this bad boy open, and we will start looking into the. I bought this at my local comic shop, by the way. So
Cool. Always support your friendly local game store.
So let's bust this bad boy open. As you could probably hear it rumbling around in the background here.
Sounds chunky.
All right. This episode. We're not recording episode. That's later on, people.
What is an episode?
We're going to be doing this thing called a podcast, but don't worry about that now.
Sounds entertaining.
It will be. So this is our game board. Can you see that okay, do you think?
I can see Master Roshi's house, Mount Ponzu, I think it is.
Mount Pauzu, yeah.
Pauzu, and Korin Tower. The others are a little bit out of focus there. All right, now I'm getting the bottom 3, which you might want to read them off because I'm having a little trouble reading them.
Okay. So across the top, on the far right-hand side, or left-hand side, oh my gosh, you've got Satan City, which is, I think, like West City.
Sounds like a lovely place.
In the middle, you've got Kami's Lookout. And to the right of that, you've got the thrilling place of Meadow.
Oh, wow. Very dramatic.
You do have Master Roshi's house, and underneath that, Mount Pauzu. To the far right, then, you've got Korin Tower. To the bottom left, you have Wilderness. Bottom middle is Capsule Corporation, and bottom right is the Hyperbolic Time Chamber. And then in the middle, we have what looks like one of the pagodas, basically, right from the tournament.
Got it.
Our cast of characters, you get to pick between purple, which is represented by Gohan, green, which is represented by Piccolo, yellow is Krillin, white is Gotenks, blue is Vegeta, and they couldn't switch this to orange, but red is Goku.
Okay.
Let's see. Here you have one of your game cards. I don't know how well you can see that, but
my eyesight's terrible.
But basically, that's what you want to. I'll read off what you want to have the ability to check or not check. So you know your who's.
Yep.
Then your villains. We have Frieza, Kid Buu, Perfect Cell, Broly, Garlic Jr., and Bojack. Most of those villains, I think we know pretty well. Bojack would be the one that we don't know so well. He's from, I think, Fusion Unbound is the name of the movie.
I think you're right, yeah.
And then, like I said, the wares are on the board. We have our little pieces, like you could put the little people in there. We've got, this is probably not the best video people are ever going to see of like an unboxing. But we don't run a video podcast here, people.
Yeah.
In fact, this is the first time we've ever met each other. We don't run a podcast at all.
I barely know this guy.
This is just being recorded on my Scouter. As you can see, I hold my head very steady.
Note to self. Email HQ about the resolution on the Scouters.
These are little tokens. They're like little, I don't know, metal, like brushed metal, and they have the different villains on them. We have our dice. I'm going to have to go get those in a second. And, oh man, there's like special powers that each of the heroes has.
Oh, really?
Yeah, well, let me open up this sealed deck using my teeth. Okay. And yes, shtick aside, everyone, if this episode is a catastrophe, apologies. We just thought it'd be something different and fun.
I'm already having fun.
Okay, so Go Tanks. I don't know how well that can be seen at all. Go Tanks has a superpower that says, once per game, you may propose 2 different guesses on one turn.
Oh, okay.
Vegeta says once per game, you may roll twice.
Okay.
Piccolo says once per game, you may propose a plan in a part of town where you are not in.
Okay.
So let's see. Go Tanks being able to guess twice. I guess that's like a fusion kind of thing, right?
I guess.
Vegeta being able to roll twice. That's sort of taking advantage of his
nobility.
his belief that he should have extra rules or something. Piccolo, that's like he can kind of, he these days he's on Kami's tower very often, so he can, see the world.
He's somewhat omnipresent. I get it.
Goku is using advantage of his instant transmission because it says once per game you may move to any part of town. Krillin is probably not going to be great for a 2-player game necessarily because it says once per game you may look at a card that a player has just shown another player, sort of taking advantage of, I would say, his more dubious moral character at times.
I could see that.
So this says, and then Gohan is once per game, you may randomly pick to look at a card from someone you just showed a card to. So again, maybe not the best thing in a 2-player game of Clue, but a person has asked you.
They can't all be winners.
A person has asked you something, yeah. There's these other cards. They're interesting. I wonder if this is probably like a special DBZ edition only kind of thing. Like if you want to play DBZ specific rules, there's these cards called Villain Progress.
Oh,
can you see that?
I can see it. Yeah.
Okay. And the Villain Progress cards say if 8 are revealed, the game ends. So 8 of these. Oh, that's all they say. So there's these Villain Progress cards, and I don't know at what point. They have question marks on the back.
Okay.
And one of the dice has a question mark counter on it.
Okay.
And in this version of the game, if you want to play it that way, which maybe we will for the sake of time, not sure. If you roll that question mark, you have to flip over one of those cards. And if you do it 8 times, I think the game is over, I think.
Oh, my. Putting
On
the
top
pressure
of,
on.
Oh, because there's also other question mark cards, and they also have all kinds of other things on them. So I'll go through some of these. So you shuffle these all together. You would have, there's Kame-Senin cards. You could pick up this card and you get to ask a bonus question. There's Dragon Radar cards where, what the hell? You get to peek at one of the cards in the envelope.
Interesting.
There's Fortune Teller Baba. There's only one Dragon Radar card that I see. There's Fortune Teller Baba cards, where you get to show the card to a player of your choice, and they must immediately reveal one of their cards to all players. There's a Mr. Satan card that allows you to demand to see a card that was just shown to a different player. Nimbus cards that allow you to move anywhere. Hoi Poi capsule cards that allow you to add 6 to your dice roll. Senzu beans, which allow you to take an extra turn. So that's what's in this question mark deck.
Interesting.
I just dropped all the cards.
This is the actual the content right here. It's a impromptu game of 52 pickup.
I win. Okay. I don't think we need to show the location cards because you can kind of see them on the board. And then I'll try to show the villain cards as I go through them here. So there's Bojack. Can we see that?
Yes, we can.
Okay. Garlic Jr.
Those are upside down. You should probably flip those over.
Well, Broly.
There you go.
Perfect Cell.
Okay.
Kid Buu. Frieza. All hail Frieza. And then these other cards are the cards of the players, the Go Tanks and whatnots. Okay. Here's how we're going to do this. Because again, not to break the shtick or the illusion for anyone out there, if you've gotten this far in the podcast and you haven't realized we don't sit in the same room, I'm sorry for killing Santa Claus.
What? You killed Santa Claus.
So here's what we're going to try to do. There's the way to play Clue with two people is, let me just grab there's a way to play with two people, and you put, let me just see if I can tell you how many it says. 2-player team setup, except dealing out the clue cards you take. Okay. It says to take 5 cards out of the deck.
Okay.
And you put those in the middle. And then if you want to take a look at one of those cards, you have to go to the middle on your turn.
Okay.
Okay. Then what we're gonna do, and I'm gonna do my level best, ladies and gentlemen, to not cheat.
I'm a little worried that you're already claiming you're not going to cheat. It's not exactly how an honest person starts a game.
Please, no one's more honest than me. No one.
That's true. You would never stab me in the back.
We would never fight to the death.
Why would we do that? We're both in Lord Frieza's army.
Exactly. So I've got the two decks. I don't know if you could see them at all. Are they in the frame now?
Yes, they are.
Okay. The middle one is the one that's not for us. You pick one, and I will try and show it to you
without spoiling yourself.
and not look at it. I am really, really going to attempt this.
Okay.
If I catch a peek at one, I will tell you. I will put it in the middle and it'll be kind of a burned card. Not burned, but oh, you know what I didn't do yet? Shoot. I'm a dummy. I'm a big dumb dummy. I didn't take out a person, a place, and a thing.
Yes, we do need to figure out which cards are missing, right?
Yeah, duh. That was very silly of me. Okay, anyways, let's try this again. We're off to a rip-roaring start here.
I would have it no other way.
You know, so when you see a lot of edits and chops in this video, everything went perfectly.
What's a jump cut?
Everything went fine, and there was nothing at all
Seems
askew
legit.
or aslant. Okay. I've got our villain cards.
Okay.
These are all villains. I'm just going to pull one randomly.
Okay.
Ah! That is going into the clue envelope. The clue envelope. In it goes.
The clonvelope? The cluenvelope?
The George Clue envelope?
Oh no. We've hit critical mass with the puns.
All right, these are our hero cards. I'm going to pick one. It's going to go into the clue envelope. And then these are the location cards. I'm going to pick one, and in it goes. So now I have our clue envelope. I think in the pursuit of brevity of the game,
You want to use the villain progress cards?
I was wondering about that, or maybe putting. I'm trying to think. I've got an idea.
Okay.
No, I don't got an idea.
Okay.
I was thinking about maybe putting like numbering the cards that go into the pool in the middle, and because like if you play an actual 2-player game, you're supposed to like shuffle them every time you look at them so that you don't look at the same one twice, or so that you could potentially look at the same one twice. I'm thinking, for the sake of brevity, maybe we don't do that. We try and keep those cards in order. So that when you look at one, you then know that one. I don't know.
It would also make it impossible for us to not get the wrong answer, and so we don't look like fools.
All right, so let's see. We each are going to have 7 cards in our hand, 4 in the middle. I don't know why it said to do 5. That seems strange. Take the top 5.
Didn't do their math properly. I don't know.
Yeah. Why would you give one person an extra card? That seems like a wrong move, right?
Well, yeah, because that doesn't seem right. It should definitely be even cards.
Right. Okay. So as I mentioned before, I'm going to absolutely very hard try not to look at the cards. Which player would you like to be?
I'll go with I think I'll go with Gotenks. I think the extra guess will be
okay.
A good tool to have.
Yeah, and I'm torn between going with I feel like Goku and Piccolo have very similar powers, which is essentially the ability to guess from the opposite side of the board, right?
Seems like it, yeah.
So given that, there's your little man. Given that, I'm gonna go classic. I'm gonna go with Goku.
Okay.
And then I'm so torn on like wanting to play an actual game and have our listeners / viewers be able to play along, and wanting to just do the villain cards so that we can just give everyone a feel for the game, you know? Because if everyone could play along as you if they wanted to.
I suppose.
Or this could be a tremendous catastrophe. Now, do you have an opinion on how to do on what you want to do?
I mean, I think I'm okay with kind of being the audience stand-in, if you will.
So do you want to play? Or you know what? I've got all these villain cards. I mean, I've got them all shuffled up. We could play with that.
I'd be fine with that.
Get the full DBZ Clue experience.
Sure, why not?
Okay. And yes, I'm going to have to roll for you.
I think that's acceptable given the circumstances.
Okay. All right. Are you ready for your cards?
I am ready for my cards.
Okay. Here's your first one. Can you see what that is?
Yes, I can.
All right. I had my eyes closed.
Wilderness.
Here's your second one. Can you see that?
Sure can.
Okay.
Frieza.
Number 3.
Yep, I can see it.
Okay.
Mount Pauzu.
Number 4.
Closer to you a little bit. You're kind of out of frame. There we go.
Korin Tower.
Number 5.
Okay, got it.
Meadow.
Number 6.
Okay.
Goku.
And number 7.
Got it.
Piccolo.
Yeah, this might not work that well for the audio audience. What I might do for our audio audience is go back and edit in what cards they were. And then you can also play along and be on Bekinney's team.
There we go.
And I grabbed a pen. There it is. I have to write down my cards now. It's kind of fun to be able to play Clue and not have to worry about showing laying my cards just flat in front of me. All right, I have that. Ooh. Okay. And that. And this guy or that guy, and there we go.
Seemed pretty excited about that one card. Did you draw Lord Frieza? Is that what happened?
I was just trying to make you think I had something good. There's the gamesmanship is afoot.
The mind games have already begun.
All right. Let me open up these dice, and I'll defer to you. I'll let you go first.
Okay. I'm a little fuzzy on exactly how this works. So where are we starting at? In the center?
You're starting in the center.
And then we can look at cards in the center, right?
You can look at the card in the center, but you have to go there on your turn, if you know what I mean. Like you're in the center. You
Yeah.
can't look at a card right now.
I see. I have to leave and come back.
You also can't roll a 4 and go 2 spaces away and 2 spaces back.
But I can roll a 2 and go 1 space away and 1 space back?
No, obviously.
Oh.
Obviously not.
I understand. I'm just joking. Okay, so yeah, I guess I will have to roll.
All right, you've rolled a 3 with a question mark card.
Okay.
And your question mark. Oh no.
I've already helped the villains. Wait, why is Lord Frieza on that card?
Man, that's,
Some horrible
That's some-
propaganda.
All right, where would you like to head?
I guess I will go to Kami's Lookout.
Okay, that is 1 space up from where you are.
Okay. So is there anything here for me to check? Or do I have
You
to...
guess. This is where you state
I
your
gotcha.
guess.
Gotcha,
It's been a while
gotcha,
since you
gotcha.
played Clue, hasn't it?
Yes, it's been a long while.
So
Not
this
since
is
I
where
was a
you
child.
say I think it was, or well,
Gotcha.
you think someone is going to fight someone at Kami's Lookout, basically.
Okay. I think Vegeta will fight Kid Buu at Kami's Lookout.
Okay. I have at least one of those.
Okay.
And can you see the one that I'm showing you?
Yes, I can.
Okay.
All right.
So there, we all know now that it was not Kid Buu.
Now
Okay.
I can do because I'm Go Tank, so once a game I can do 2 guesses, right?
You can.
Okay.
Is this your once?
I think, yeah, might as well just use it now. Get it out of the way.
Okay.
We'll say Vegeta versus Perfect Cell at Kami's Lookout.
Okay. All right. Let's see.
Okay.
And now we all know that it is not Perfect Cell either.
All right. Is that it for my turn?
That is it for your turn.
All righty. Painless.
Okay. I'm just trying to think how far it is for me to get to because you burned your thing right away. I almost feel like I almost feel obligated. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go directly into Satan City.
Okay.
Because I like how that sounds. And you know what? I'm gonna go. Oh, do I want to go to Satan City? Yeah, there's no planet Namek. Because I was gonna say Goku versus Frieza on planet Namek and be like all super classic about it. But I will say, since I'm in Satan City, I'll say Goku versus Frieza in Satan City. Do you have any of those?
Yes, I have one of those.
And because you have to tell me.
Oh, I just tell you one of them? Okay.
Well, because you can't. I can't be shuffling through your
true.
deck.
That is true. That is true. I have Frieza.
Okay. Oh boy. All right. It is now your turn.
Okay.
And I'll roll for you. And you get a nice and powerful 4. So let's see. From where you are, you could go into. Well, I think you can't really see them that well, but there are heavy borders on the rooms.
Mm-hmm.
Like this is the only entrance to Kami's Lookout. So you could only.
Got it.
You can't. The only room you can get to from here is the middle.
Well, I mean, I kind of want to check a card anyway, so I mean, it makes sense to me.
Okay, so he's headed to the middle, and I'm just going to show you the top card.
Okay.
Got that?
Yeah, sure do.
Master Roshi's house.
Again, for our audio listeners, I'll edit that in later on. All right. It's now my turn. I rolled a 10. I'm rolling really well for myself.
Wow. Flying all over the place.
Yeah. All right. I'm in Master Roshi's house.
Okay.
So I'll guess Broly versus Gohan in Master Roshi's house.
Now, am I only supposed to say I have one if I have the card in my hand?
Correct.
Okay.
That was either gamesmanship or a bad tip-off.
I don't have any cards that can dispute what you've said.
Okay. Oh, I forget what I said.
You said
I said
Broly
Broly
versus Gohan in
Master Roshi's.
Kami House.
Yeah. All right. Your turn now. I'm just taking
Okay.
a quick peek. Okay, yeah. Oh no, you've revealed another card.
I guess I'll go back to Kami's Lookout.
You've revealed another villain progress card.
Oh man.
And yeah, you rolled a 4.
I'm the Krillin that doesn't blow up Android 18, aren't I?
Yeah, you're starting to be. So
All right. So my guess for this one is going to be Vegeta versus Broly at Kami's Lookout.
You are so far getting much more information than I am. Because I have Kami's Lookout.
Ha-ha!
So, if you're playing along on audio at home, you know it's not Kid Buu or Perfect Cell or at Kami's Lookout. And hopefully all the other things that I have edited in because I'm good at editing. Ooh, I rolled another 10.
I'm starting to suspect weighted dice here.
I wish. All right, let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Okay, I can get to the middle. I'm going to go to the middle, and like I said, I'm not going to shuffle the cards so that we don't.
To keep
so that
us
the
from
game
delaying
doesn't.
the game
So the
too
game
much.
doesn't take forever. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that means you've seen this one, I've seen this one, and now everyone knows that it is not at Master Roshi's house.
This is true.
But also, any of the guesses we've made thus far that we haven't necessarily shown each other could still be in that pool in the middle.
Could be.
Okay.
My turn. My roll now,
yep,
I believe.
Your turn.
All right, let's roll it.
All right, you got an 8 this time.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go back to the middle.
All right, and your card is this.
Okie dokie.
Hyperbolic time chamber.
And here I am trying to go around the board. Be creative. I got a 5. Where can I get with a 5? Not very far. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. I believe I can get into what they call the meadow. Okay. So, I think it was in the meadow between Piccolo and Garlic Jr.
I can disprove that.
Okay.
It was not Piccolo.
Oh. Piccolo will not be the hero. Boy, it's really falling on very predictable shoulders.
Oh, poor Piccolo.
All right, your turn. You got a 5.
We're gonna go straight south to Capsule Corp.
And yes, you can get there.
I'm going to guess that it was Broly versus Gohan at Capsule Corp.
It wasn't, because it was not at Capsule Corp.
Wa-da-da-wa-da.
I have a feeling you're winning this game.
I don't know what you're talking about.
All right, I got a 10. I'm gonna also head back to that middle and watch and look at that top card, which means we all know now that it was not in the hyperbolic time chamber.
Okay. See if I can find my next clue.
As in regular Clue, it seems like the places are the hardest thing to pin down.
I think it depends on your starting hand, honestly.
All right, you got a 4.
I got a 4. I'll go back to the middle, and I want to look at that card.
All right. Here it is.
Aha!
Gohan.
The plot thickens.
Or thins.
Well, you know, try not to be
Either
picky.
way. Oh, I got a massive 3.
Massive 3. Good for
Son
you.
of a bee. Okay. Well, in order to make a guess, this is where having that instant transmission would actually be helpful.
Indeed.
I'm just gonna 1, 2, 3. I'm not gonna make a guess this turn, apparently.
Okay.
And you get a 6, and you reveal another card. Ooh. Dragon Radar.
Dragon Radar. So I get to look at one of the...
Yes. So I'm going to
Ooh,
pull out a card.
Interesting.
My eyes are closed. Is which side of the card do I have facing you?
You have the top of the card facing up. Flip it over. Okay.
Satan City.
All right.
Kind of our information I already had, but it's good to have it confirmed. I'm going to head towards Satan City.
Okay.
I think I would end up on the square just outside of it.
Yeah, I think so. I think that works. I think that
Okay.
tracks.
Okay. But I still got a piece of info, so I'm happy with this.
I'm not being overly picky on the. If everyone listening could see my setup right now, you would laugh hysterically. The things I had to do to try to not get glare on the board and such. Okay. I think it was in Korin Tower. I think it was Broly. And I think the man who will step up to fight him is Goku.
Okay. I can disprove it.
Alrighty.
It was not Goku.
Oh. Ooh. All right. Your turn. You get a 9.
A 9. I think that's enough to get me to Satan City.
Yes. Oh, did I also mention, I mean, can you see like the corners of the boards at all? You
Not
can't.
very well.
The
but-
corners have little clouds on them that say secret passage to, and you have to go to the opposite corner of the
right.
board.
Yeah. Okay.
Just like
I
in
forgot they
regular
had secret
Clue.
passages. Yeah.
They look like little nimbus clouds. Anyways,
Adorable.
On with your
I'm
guess.
going to go ahead and guess that it was Broly versus Gotenks in Satan City.
okay. I have a card that I can show you for that.
Okay.
And it is this one. It is not Gotenks.
I lack warrior spirit, I guess.
Yeah. There's also the really crappy rule in this game that you're supposed to play where like anytime you like this is the version like if you want to play Clue and make it last like 19 hours, anytime you guess a person who was the fighter, you move them into the room with you.
Oh God.
That's like that's like the rules. That's like what the rules of Clue say. And it's like, yeah, you want to make a game of Clue last 19 hours? Ooh, I rolled only a 2 and I got a card and I got a Master Roshi. I do not move my token or any of the things I'm asking about, but I can ask a question about any suspect, weapon, and room. That's a biggie, I think.
So you get to just make a guess for any room, essentially?
I could guess any room. I can guess anything, basically. It's a Master Roshi card. It says ask a question about any suspect, weapon, and room. Do not move anything to any of the rooms.
Got it.
So I will say I want to take advantage of like being like across the board. I'll go. It was at Mount Paozu. Gohan versus Garlic Jr.
I believe I can disprove that. It was not at Mount Paozu.
Okay. All right. You rolled a massive 3. You reveal a card. It's the Dragon Radar again.
Hooray!
So I'm going to do what I did last time. I took the 3 cards out. I shuffled them up. I have no idea which one I'm showing you. I'm either showing you the same
chance of getting new information.
I'm either showing you the same one or a different one. Okay, which side of the card am I showing you?
You are showing the top.
Damn, I did that twice in a row.
Oh, you showed me the same card again. This game is
Really?
rigged.
Did I really?
Yeah, you did.
Satan City again.
That's
okay.
awesome.
That's okay. It's only a minor setback.
It's so I'm squeezing my eyes shut instead of just closing them. Like every time I open them, my eyebrows are all hot and stuff.
I think I'm gonna stay here.
Oh yeah.
I have to make my guess, right?
Yeah, you're gonna. You can't stay in the room and make the guess from there.
Oh, okay. So what did I roll? A 3?
You have to go to like the hyperbolic time chamber or something.
I'll go back to the center then.
You're not gonna make it there on you had a 3.
Yeah, I mean, whatever.
Okay. I get a 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. You've seen this top card, I believe.
Maybe?
I think you have. I think you've only not seen one card in the middle.
Okay.
Because I'm just going to do it. What the hell? Who cares? You know it's not Gohan, right?
Yeah, I know it's not Gohan.
Okay.
I mean, oh my God, I didn't. I can totally solve the riddle now.
All right. Oh, and then the other, because maybe you're heading to the middle to make your final answer, but that is in the middle is where you make your final determination.
Okay. Good to know.
So you have rolled a 7.
That should get me to the middle.
Go to the middle, and do you want to make a final guess, or do you want to look
I
at
want to look
that
at the
card
first?
Oh, and if this gives you your final guess.
I have to wait till my next turn?
You have to wait till the turn after your next, right?
Okay.
Broly.
Okay.
Can you see that?
Yes, I can.
Okay.
Interesting. All right, I take it back.
I have rolled a 6. Where the hell can I even get to? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I can get to the meadow. All right. I'm going to guess it was in the meadow. It was Vegeta versus Broly.
I can prove you wrong. It was not the meadow.
Okay. Your turn. You rolled a 5 and another card. You get a Fortune Teller Baba card, which says, show this card to a player of your choice. They must immediately reveal one of their cards to all players. So obviously,
it's gonna have to be you.
That player is me. And I will show you that it is not Bojack.
Okay.
I'm hoping that's information you already had.
Maybe not.
Alrighty. It's my turn. I rolled an 11. I'm going to go into the middle. I'm going to take a look at this card. That card is Broly. Okay. It is your turn. I keep forgetting that I have to roll for you.
Yeah.
You rolled a 7 with another card. It's a Mr. Satan. It says when it really doesn't help you.
What is it supposed to do?
It says when someone shows a card to another player, demand to also see it.
I'm gonna keep that in my back pocket for the next time you show me a card.
In a 2-player game, this would be useful because it says keep until needed. In a 2-player game, this would be a useful card to get when you go to the middle. Right?
Oh, I see.
I roll this very early on. I get a Mr. Satan card. I hang on to it. When you go to the middle, I say, yeah, show that to me too.
Yeah. Okay.
So you have a 7. You can probably get to the Capsule Corp. You could probably get maybe to Satan City. Or you'd be right outside of it. I think you can get to the meadow with enough moves to get to the wilderness. Like you would get in on 6, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you'd have enough moves to get into the wilderness. Or you could get to Corn Tower. I think those are the places you can physically get to on this turn.
Let me think.
This is riveting.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. I'm just thinking. Let's go to Capsule Corp.
Okay.
And I'm going to say it's Vegeta versus Perfect Cell at Capsule Corp.
I already showed you Perfect Cell, didn't I?
Did you?
But I have Perfect Cell.
Okay. Oh, well, I tried.
Okay. I have a feeling you know it. My problem is
Do I? Or am I just making you think I do?
I have a feeling you know it, but my problem is I don't know where. 10. Give me to Satan City. Satan City, Vegeta, and Garlic Jr.
I can't disprove it.
All right, it's your turn.
Okay.
You've rolled a 12. Where are you going?
I'm going to go back to the middle, and I'm going to try and solve it.
Yeah.
I think it was Vegeta and Garlic Jr. in Satan City.
Vegeta will be facing off in Satan City with totally not cheating Krillin.
No, I was
So
so
it
close.
is Garlic Jr.
Excellent.
That is the man himself. So that is Dragon Ball Z Clue. Did BoJack give you a thing you didn't know?
Yes.
Damn it.
It gave me the villain.
I was so torn between showing you BoJack or Krillin.
Oh, either one of them would have solved something for me.
Oh, you knew the place?
I knew it was Satan City because like 5 out of the 7 cards in my hand were locations.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. So
And
my
then
biggest issue was villain.
Was that the thing that you kept seeing in the deck too? Was
Yeah.
that it was Satan City? It was just
Yeah.
confirming it?
Yep.
Oh man. It
So
was
I
set
would've-
up for me. If I would have shown you Krillin, I think I would have had a better chance.
Maybe.
Oh, because you would have taken a little longer to get that it was not BoJack.
Yeah, but I was stuck. So I was stuck with it was either Vegeta or Krillin, and it was either BoJack or Garlic Jr.
See,
So
maybe
if you had
maybe
shown
I
me
should have
either one, it
maybe
would
I
have
should have
solved something
guessed
for me.
Krillin at the end there, and then you could have gone back to the middle and said Krillin.
It's possible because yeah, as soon as you said Vegeta, I figured, oh, that must be the one he doesn't have.
Oh well. Anyways, that's a fun. I mean, it's Clue, right? I think Clue is always better with 3 or 4 people, and we did a few things for the sake of brevity.
I give it a thumbs up. This was fun.
Yeah, I would play this again. I mean, I like Clue, so I would absolutely play this again. I plan on playing it again. Probably my wife really likes Clue. She's really good at it. Like you get like 6 people in a room playing Clue together, and she'll be like, "I know what card you just showed him," and I'm like, I don't even know what card I just showed him. Like, But so yeah,
That's why I can't play board games with my wife either because she knows when I'm bluffing.
This episode will go on YouTube. If the video quality is bad, I apologize. I'm using a document camera from I don't know, from many moons ago.
Hey, they've got all the information they need. It's fine.
I will also be going back and for our audio listeners, I'll edit in what cards were shown along the way so that if you want to, you can try and play along. Again, this is just I think maybe something a little fun, a little different. We do such deep dives into our culture and the backgrounds and everything else, and just to take a break from that every now and then is kind of fun, right?
Yeah.
And if not,
I'm starting to wonder now if they have like a Dragon Ball version of Monopoly.
They do.
Does it have to do with like power levels instead of money?
I don't know. I almost bought it, but I thought Clue's a little more fun, right?
Yeah,
I also
absolutely.
really thought when I just grabbed the box and was like, oh, I'm buying this, because it was my comic book shop had a big sale. Like everything was at least 25% off.
Right.
And so all their board games were like 30% off. And I was just like, done. I didn't like look at the back of the box or anything. I was really, really hoping in the middle of the board was going to be Cratered Yamcha. And
that would be so good.
and the mission was like you had to find out who killed Yamcha, where they killed him, and who was going to get vengeance.
That'd be pretty good.
You
That would
know?
be pretty good.
I mean, that seems like a slam dunk.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a little disappointed that that's not what they did.
I think, the one thing we didn't do, or the one thing we did a little differently is I said, like, anytime we rolled a question mark, I think that's supposed to be a little bit different. I think you are supposed to land on these question mark spots on the board, and I think the question mark dice roll is supposed to be like something different, honestly. But again, for the sake of brevity, we just figured
Seemed to work.
it's an easier way to kind of do that. And we didn't even get anywhere near the villain progress. Although I think in a game of maybe 4 or 5 people,
Yeah, that'd be a little different.
You could very much get towards the villain progress if you were playing that way.
If anything,
because
the more people you add, the more likely you are to run into that being a
right,
problem.
which I could just as easily play without those two, right? I mean,
Sure.
So yeah, Vegeta stopped Garlic Jr. from finding a Dragon Ball in Satan City.
That's right. I'm so proud of myself for figuring it out.
And that's DBZ
I got
Clue.
no help whatsoever from anybody. I did it all by myself.
Yeah, I would recommend it. I mean, I'd play it again. Everything is a soulless cash grab these days, so why not one more?
I mean, yeah, I think this would be a great game for kids, especially because of tie it in with something that they like to watch. I can understand the whole cross marketing thing they got going on here.
I will
it's
say,
Clue. I mean, it's timeless.
I will say, in regular Clue, you get the little metal weapons.
Yeah, those are pretty nice.
This being just, I don't know how well that can be seen.
Not very.
But just little brushed metal, whatever it is it's just like a brushed metal profile of each villain.
Ah, I see. Almost like a coin.
Yeah, that's not quite as cool.
I think there would be some interesting stuff you could have done also with having Yamcha as the creator in the middle, and then it could be who killed him where and with what special attack. That could have been cool too.
Yeah. That would be even a better, you could have had it be the, I don't know what they're called. I'm sure they have a name, like Frieza's Discs of Doom, whatever those are called.
Sure.
The Kamehameha,
I would
because
think the Destructo Disc would probably take that spot.
Maybe. I was just thinking slightly more villainous attacks, right? The Kamehameha.
I was thinking the giant ball that he does off his fingertip. That's pretty impressive.
Oh yeah, the Death Ball. I think this is called the Death Ball. I'm not sure.
It's just Death Ball, yeah.
The Kamehameha, because Cell has used that.
And a lot of people are worried that he calls it a death ball since he's supposed to be such an enlightened leader. But I mean, it's just death to the evil people that are trying to stop him. So it's no big deal.
Don't worry about it. What else could you have done as a special? You could do the Gallic Gun or the Final Flash.
Kamehameha Wave.
Yeah, you could come up with.
I guess you could technically do the Sokidan and then have Yamcha be killed by his own attack, which would be the only time anyone's been ever been killed by that attack.
And yeah, I had Vegeta, I had Garlic Jr., and I did not know for sure whether it was Satan City, the Wilderness, or Korin Tower.
Oh man, I was way ahead of you on location. Holy cow!
Well, you said you had like 5 locations.
Yeah, it was ridiculous.
And that's the really crappy thing about my hand is I only had, for the locations in my hand, Kami Tower or Kami's Lookout and Capsule Corp, which are the 2 easiest ones to get to.
Yeah. That's
which
rough.
also meant that I didn't really want to be going to the two easiest ones to get back and forth from, because it wasn't giving me any, like, because then if I asked you three things and you were like, oh, I don't have one, I'd be like, well, it doesn't really help me that much.
Well, it could. Because then
It
you at
does-
least know that I don't have those cards.
It didn't help me nail down the location, though, which was the thing that I had the biggest gap on.
True.
Because I had, what did I have in terms of my hand? I had like, I had like three. I had Perfect Cell, Broly, and Kid Buu. Or did
Yeah,
I not have
Bojack too,
Broly?
didn't you?
No, I had Perfect Cell, Bojack, and Kid Buu. Broly was in the middle.
Yeah.
Something, I forget. I mixed these cards together a little bit, so now I don't remember.
It's all right.
I don't remember who had what.
People can just go back and review the tape. It'll be great.
Yeah. So that's DBZ Clue. It was fun. It was different. If you liked this, I don't know, we could do another one if we get, some comments and stuff. I would be unopposed.
Maybe we can figure out some other players to bring in on it.
I would not be opposed to doing DBZ Monopoly. I feel like that one could also be like, wouldn't have to be closing our eyes and stuff. And I don't know what other games they have. I think there's like some other like
There's probably like Risk or something.
battle card game. Like
Like a trading card game, like Magic
a
the Gathering
Pokemon or a
Pokemon?
Magic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think. I don't know. That'd be something that we probably could have looked into a little bit, but hey, this is our very first time we ever met each other, so
Yeah, how could you possibly do any kind of background research on something like this?
right.
Even
When
though
we
we
get
were
to
gonna be doing this.
actually when we get to actually doing researched episodes, we'll make sure they're much more well researched, but it was nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
And we will be heading out soon on our mission or something.
What exactly do they want us to do again? I wasn't really
I'll brief you next.
briefed.
I'll brief you next time.
Oh, okay. I guess that makes sense.
Yeah.
What should I do in the meantime?
I don't know.
Well, I guess
Just
I
hang
could,
out.
I don't know, maybe put my stuff on the ship.
No, don't do that.
Okay, fair enough.
We'll get people to do that.
That's true. I have a
You're in
little
the
bit of
Frieza
rank now. I
Force
got to
now.
remember that.
Yeah. So, will we play more board games in the future?
I hope so.
You're ruining it.
Oh, this,
Yeah.
wait, this is like a bit that you do?
Yeah. At the end of
okay.
every, yes. At the end of everything, I do a sign off.
Oh, well, my bad. I'll sit quietly right here then.
Yeah, do that. Will we play more board games in the future? Will I win one of them? Find out next time and help us achieve our final forum.
Wait, it's called Final Forum?
Final Form is written and produced by Tom Gwelly. It is performed by Dan Kinney and Tom Gwelly. Our webmaster is Dan Kinney. Our theme music is provided by YouTube content creator GVG Kid. Want to learn more about the Dragon Ball universe, including concept art, behind-the-scenes interviews, and recommendations from Jelli and Bekinney? Connect with us on social media. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter at Final Forum Pod. Make sure to subscribe, rate, and review wherever you receive your podcasts. And of course, make sure to share it with your friends and family and help us spread the word of the glory of Lord Frieza. The Frieza Force thanks you for your listenership.